he was also a slave trader. And if anybody knows what is going on here. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, GV here. So today I'm in Knockbreda Parish Church and graveyard here in Northern Ireland, and that's the beautiful church as you come in. So we're here today to walk around this beautiful place and read some of these very interesting headstones, and there's a couple of mausoleums in here we'll explore as well. So the first one we're going to go and see over here is the final resting place of Wadell Cunningham, who was an esquire. And as you can see, his resting place here, his mausoleum is very, very elaborate. Beautiful designs on it. And there's an inscription up here. It says, "Here are deposited the remains of Wadell Cunningham, Esquire, whose integrity as a merchant, generosity as a patron, and whose steadiness and hospitality as a friend will long be the objects of the most respectful and grateful remembrance." And it says he died on the 15th of December 1797, aged 68 years old. So Mr. Cunningham here, Wadell, he was a merchant. He was also a slave trader and was involved in the sugar plantations in and around the areas of like the Caribbean and places like that. He did want to bring slaves over here to Belfast, but he was stopped by a man called Thomas McCabe, a United Irishman, who stopped Wadell slave trading here in Belfast. So it's very interesting, the history. And his mausoleum is quite spectacular to see the work that was put into that. So we'll just read what's on the other side here. And this part, it says, "Within is interred Louisa Lydia Douglas, wife of the late Captain Wadell Cunningham Douglas, late 17th Lancers, departed this life on the 26th of December 1904, aged 82 years old." So that's the final resting place of Wadell Cunningham. And here we have a nice grave here. It says, "Here lies the body of John Marin, who departed this life the 28th of April 1794, aged 63, and was sergeant for 28 years in the 19th Regiment of Foot. Also his mother-in-law, Susanna Wells, who departed her life, or this life, in 1788, aged 60. So there's more history on that inscription. For 28 years, Regiment of Foot. So this place is absolutely beautiful here. And I'll just show you the scenery. It's up on top of a hill, and just straight across there you'll see that's Belfast, and the mountain there in the distance is known as Cave Hill, or Napoleon's Nose. So it is a lovely place here to be laid to rest. Another beautiful one here. We have a hand up the top there holding a dagger, and we have an urn, And this was erected by John Finlay of Lismara, County Antrim, in memory of his mother Elizabeth Finlay, who departed this life March 1848, aged 60, and her father Alexander, who died in 1851, aged 82 years old. So, very, very elaborate graves, monuments, and history as well. And we have one here, it's kind of similar to Wadell Cunningham's. So this one says, erected to the memory of Thomas Gregg, Esquire of Belfast, who departed this life the 10th of January in the year of our Lord 1796, aged 75. And just there you can see in this tomb is interred the body of Mary Gregg, eldest daughter of the late Thomas Gregg, who departed this life on the 9th of April 1814, aged 66. And we have a Cunningham Gregg, Esquire, there as well. I just spotted while I was reading that right behind me, I was walking away and I just saw it. I found a grave here in Northern Ireland with my surname, and this was erected by Daniel Daly of Belfast to the memory of his son James Daly, who departed this life the 7th of October 1824, aged only 4 years old. Very, very sad. Very, very young. So who knows, they could be related to me, the same surname, Daly. There we have the church in the background. This one here was erected by Marianne Gilmore in memory of her beloved husband Andrew of Belfast. And it just says there in the inscription, who was drowned May the 27th, 1865, while boating in Bangor Bay, aged 37 years old, and at the same time their eldest son Andrew, aged 13 years, and their infant daughter Emily Georgina, aged 11 months. Wow. Very ornate graves. There's a couple over here, we'll go and read these. I'm loving what's on offer here up the north of Ireland in Belfast. It's absolutely stunning. So much history here. Look at this one. Lindsay's family vault, it says. Another one here with an urn on top. In memory of John. It's kind of hard to read the name on that, the surname. If anybody knows, let me know in the comments below. It's kind of weather worn. The weather does that to some of these headstones in time. Beautiful. Just look at that. Now this one here is the final resting place here, the family burying place of Sir Charles Lanyon Knight. In memory of Elizabeth Helen, wife of Charles Lanyon of Belfast, Esquire, who died 1858, aged 41. Herbert Owen Lanyon, youngest son of above, who died in 1900, age 50. So we have a couple of the name Lanyons, and when I arrived in Belfast off the train, I actually stopped at a place called Lanyon train station, and I think the train station was named after this man here. So little did I know that when I was getting off the train, it was named after this man's grave, this person here. Some of them have no inscriptions, but they are beautiful. So I will be doing a couple of videos from Northern Ireland here. Very, very interesting finds around these areas. This one is huge. Look at the size of that. Massive monument. What have we in this one here? To the memory of Mary Middleton, second daughter of the late William and Elizabeth Middleton, Hunslet, Leeds, and sister to Mrs. Richard Waite, I think, Belfast, who departed this life 1858. So over here we have another one of these, and I think that these burial areas here, they're like, I'm sure there's a vault underneath there of some sort, or steps that go down into it, or is it just a monument? What do you think yourselves? Let me know underneath. I'm not quite sure, but my guess would be that there would be a vault underneath there of some sort, because some of them do say this is the vault, or family burial vault of who's buried there. So this one says, here are interred the remains of Catherine Rainey, daughter of John Rainey of Greenville, who departed this life November 1771, aged 24 years old, and sacred to the memory of Mary Rainey, the amiable wife of John Rainey of Greenville, Esquire, who departed this life 1782, aged 70 years old. Another beautiful one. A lot of money put into these back in the day, 1700s. No expense spared. Look at this one. The burial place of William Fitzpatrick, late of Locust Lodge. And we can hear the planes overhead. We're not far from Belfast Airport, George Best Airport in Belfast. We have a cast iron one here, and it says, sacred to the memory of my father Alexander Carson, who died in March 1883, age 81. Also my mother Catherine Carson, who died aged 83 also. I'm looking for a grave here as well. Mark from the Church History Trail is here with me today. He's been brilliant. He's been showing me around these places. He has a channel on YouTube, Church History Trail. Make sure you check it out. Subscribe, give him some love. He's a great guy. Loves what we do, same stuff as he's doing. But I'm looking for a grave. I think it's over here. Now, Mark was telling me here he can't understand this himself. And if anybody knows what is going on here, let me know in the comments below. So first of all, we'll read this. It says, "Here lie the remains of Anne Graham, wife of Francis Graham of Belfast, merchant, who departed this life the 2nd of October 1774, aged 59 years old. The remains of the said Francis Graham, who died in Lisburn in June 1795, aged 80. Now what I want to show you is what I've just read there. If I come to this one behind it, it's very similar. A different grave. Here lies the body of Anne Graham, wife of Francis Graham of Belfast, merchant, who departed this life the 23rd of September 1774, aged 60. So her age is different. Back in the other one it said 59. It says 60 here. And also the month is different. But I think the year is the same. So there we go. We can see the year is the same. So the age and the month are totally different. And they're two different graves. Is that the same person? It couldn't be, I think, because you know, you have the same names, the merchant from Belfast, all that. So what's the connection with these two graves here? It's mind-boggling. And as I was saying, Mark doesn't understand himself, and he does a lot of this stuff. So I'd like to hear your opinion on that. Family burying place of Andrew Bennett, 1857. So it was raining before we started here. Thankfully the rain has stopped, so we could do the video here. So this one here says, "This burying place belongeth to William Wilson, Belfast, whitesmith. Here lie 6 of his children, viz. Jane, Anne, William, Johanna, William." And it says there, William, a most promising boy. Look at that inscription. And Robert Worling, 1803. Isn't that beautiful, the inscription? A most promising boy, it says. There's a nice one over here I've spotted. Some nice angels on it. And it's this one here. Look at those angels. Absolutely beautiful, aren't they? So, to the memory of Charles William Purdy, born in 1825, I think, and died in 1886. And his wife, Sarah, is also buried there. That's amazing. Look at that. And there's that church. Nice architecture on it. Down the other side down there, I think is the newer part of the burying area there. It's newer. So as you know, I like the older ones and you like them as well. So it's this one here, I think. You can see here, beneath this monument are deposited the remains of Robert Wallace of Beechmount in the county of Antrim, Esquire, who departed this life the 11th of July 1817, aged 60. Also the remains of Margarita Wallace, his wife, and she died in 1804, aged 41. Beautiful monument. We have an angel over here with no head. Look at that. Sadly, someone probably vandalized or something happened to the head, I don't know, but it's a pity. And it's the grave of Ethel, 1863. So guys, on that note, I think I'm going to wrap up the video here in Knockbreda Old Cemetery. It says cemetery on the gate. So I will leave it at that. If you like this video on this history and all these places I explore, give that video a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and share the videos if you like. Other people might like to see them. So on that note guys, I'm out of here. On to the next one. Take care, and I'll talk to you all soon.